How are you feeling?
Fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't look very happy. Is anything wrong?
No.
Okay. You know, Kylie, Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming in 5 days.
I
Do
know.
do people in China do something for Christmas? Do you celebrate Christmas in your family?
No.
Not at all. Okay, but do you have any
Not at
friends?
all.
Yeah, not at all. How about your other friends or other people you know? Do they do anything for Christmas?
No, nothing.
Are you all right, Kylie?
Yes, I said nothing.
Okay. All right. I saw that you sent me your homework. You sent me your homework last time, and I want to look at it, but I'm trying to find a way to make it bigger. Okay, hold on, please. Oh, yeah, I found something. Oh, there you go. So now we have a big screen. Okay, let's take a look at what you did. So this is page 8, page 6. Okay, most of the verbs are in the simple present, that's right. So settled is in the simple past. Why is this verb in the simple past? Because in the past, Portuguese settled in Brazil. All right. So Portuguese should be capitalized. Do you agree?
Oh, yes.
Yes, because it's a proper word. So we have to capitalize Portuguese. Anyway, this is correct. How many sentences are in the paragraph? 14. I think we've done this last time though.
Yes.
Yeah, we've done this last time. My hobby is playing violin. Okay, good. Violin is a musical instrument from Europe. It has 4 strings and it's not big. Violin is not easy to play when you first start, but as you accumulate, it will be easy. Okay, these are all good sentences, but we will find a way to improve sentence number 4 and 5. We're just going to improve it a bit, okay? So there's nothing wrong with 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to try to make 4 and 5 nicer. So here, you said violin. Violin is not easy to play when you first start. Okay, now the word order is a bit strange. Although I understand what you want to say, there's something a bit different about the phrasing. So you can say something like, you can switch it around. When you are starting out, right? When you're starting out, violin, the violin will not be an easy instrument. Okay?
Why so?
So I'll give you, let's compare your sentence. Violin is not easy to play when you first start. Okay, this is your sentence, and my sentence is the first one. So I said when you're starting out, the violin will not be an easy instrument. Will not be an easy instrument to play. Okay, you can add that. So what's wrong here? There's nothing wrong with this sentence. Violin is not easy. Not an easy instrument. It's not easy to play. Okay, that's good. But the problem is here when you first start. This part is not very clear. Okay, because when you say when you first start, do you mean when you first start playing the violin, or is it just when you first start playing it in the first parts of the song, right? It can mean so many things. That's why you need to rephrase it to make it more understandable. Okay? Did you understand what I said?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. How about the other one? Let's look at, but as you accumulate, it will be easy. I want to know what you think accumulate means.
Practice.
Accumulate does not mean practice, though. It doesn't mean practice. No. Okay, wait. Hold on a minute.
What did Shen say?
Okay. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. I think my computer freezes when I try to use too many applications. Okay, so it says here, let's talk about the word accumulate. Okay, you said accumulate means to practice, but that's not the meaning of accumulate. Accumulate, okay?
Practice more.
Yeah, practice more. But accumulate means to collect things or experience. For example, she has accumulated a lot of what? Music sheets
Rock.
for her violin class. Okay, it's like you collect a lot of things. You can accumulate experience by practicing a lot. A lot. What do I mean by my second sentence? What does it mean? You can accumulate experience by practicing a lot.
You can um, experience more.
Yeah,
Experience more
right.
by practicing.
Yes. You will have more and more experience the more you practice. So, your sentence is actually good. You use the word in a good way, but you need another word to complete it. But as you accumulate, it will be easy. So basically, you need another word here. You need another word there for your sentence to be correct. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, what word are you going to insert there in the middle?
Experience.
Good. Yeah, but as you accumulate experience, it will be easy. Okay? So then if you do that, then your sentence is perfect. Okay?
Okay.
Do you play the violin every day?
Mostly.
Mostly? Does it make you happy to play the violin?
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Well, what famous song do you want to play someday when you're good at it?
Uh, uh,
Yes?
let me think. Tuales.
What is it? What is it?
Tuales.
How do you spell it?
The name Alice and the two. T-O. Tuales.
To Alice.
Yes.
To Alice. Is it a famous song? Is it a classical song?
Yes. The piano can play it and the violin can play it
It's
too.
it's a piano piece. Who is the composer of that song?
Mozart.
Mozart. Oh, okay. Then that's definitely a famous song. It's from Mozart. All right, that's a good choice. So I opened your book to page 8, and today we're going to discuss the imperative, right? Using the imperative in the process paragraph. Do you know what an imperative is? Can you write on the screen? Are you able to write on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. You can write down your answers if you feel like using it. So let's talk about the imperative. Do you have an idea what is the use of imperatives?
Like I can't just say it.
Can you repeat?
Can't just say it.
What does it mean?
Means the it means mm, the
Yeah.
steps of things that you.
Oh, the different steps to do. Okay. Yeah, we're
Yes.
going. All right. We're going to talk about the different steps that we're going to do. But imperatives are what? They give commands, right? Directions or commands.
Yes.
Do you know what a command is? What's a command?
Order.
An order. Can you give me an example of a command from your parents? What do they usually command you to do?
Uh, go to practice English.
Go and practice in your room.
Yes.
Yeah. So the command begins with what kind of word? In the example that you gave me, how did you begin your sentence?
Verb.
With a verb, yeah.
Verb.
Yes. What kind, can you give me a command that your teacher might give you?
Sit down.
Sit down. Okay, yes, that's a good example. Anything
Be
else?
quiet. Stand up.
Sit down, be quiet, stand up. So they are all sentences that begin with a verb, right?
Yes.
And you call all of these as imperative sentences. They give directions or commands. Okay? So they start with a verb or a base verb. Then we have the sequence words. Can you read this part?
Will give written directions. The sequence order of the steps is important. Add the sequence word before the imperative. Sequence word include first, second, third, next, then, and finally. Remember to add a comma after the sequence word or phrase.
Okay, so we have our examples here. These are sequence sentences that begin with sequence words. Can you read that?
First, boil 2 eggs for 5 minutes. Next, peel away the shell.
Okay, good. So these are our sequence words. First, second, third, next, then, finally. Can you give me other examples of sequence words? They connect your sentences together, right? If you say first, second, third, next, then, finally, they give order to your sentences in the paragraph. Can you think of any other sequence word?
Third, fourth,
Third, fourth, anything else?
fifth,
Fifth, yeah. Besides the numbers, you can also use words like after, and then. Yeah.
last,
Last, yes. You can also use before, in the
after.
end, after, right? Okay. They all put your sentences in a certain order. Okay. Look at example paragraph 2, page 7. Answer the questions. How many sentences are there in an easy send? Have we done this before? Circle the main. Clear everything. Clear all drawings. Okay, so it says here we should look for how many sentences there are and circle the 15 main verbs. Okay, let's count it. How many sentences do you see in this paragraph? You can put a check mark, for example, like this.
11,
The first one, the second one. You can put a check mark if you want to.
11 sentences.
11.
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are correct. Very good. Okay, so now let's look for the main verbs. Let's look for the main verbs, and you can put a circle on it. So give me the first verb on this page. Main verbs or action words.
Egg, salad.
Verb.
Oh, uh,
Which one?
make.
Make, yeah, make.
Make.
Can you make a circle on the screen just like this?
Okay.
You can find it in the draw button. Okay, good. All right, boil. I see two more. There's two more that you missed. Can you find them?
Um.
Okay. Yes, there's one more.
Oh. Oh.
No, not is. Is not a main verb. It's an auxiliary verb or a be verb, but we're looking for the action words. A main
Oh.
verb is an action word.
Wait a minute. Yes. Put.
Take them out. No, out is not a verb. It's not. Out is a preposition, just like in.
Oh. Take.
Very good. Yes, take. Okay, good job. All right, good job. So you got all of that perfect. Let's go back to our page. So it says here, okay, how many sentences begin with an imperative? Okay. Now I want you to put a circle on all the imperative sentences. For example, I'll give you an example. So this is an imperative sentence because it begins with a verb. All right. Can you circle the other imperatives?
Okay.
So you must choose the sentences, not just the verbs. Okay, yes. Good. Yes, there's one more. Okay, good. These are all imperatives. Right, perfect. So now, okay, good job there. So now you have to choose the sentences that begin with a sequence word. Okay, so you can put a circle on them too, right? Okay, after that, next,
Oh.
first, yes. I see another one. There's one more.
Just before.
Yes, just before. You have first, next, after, and just before. Good, good job. Okay, good. All right. Think of a process that you know how to do. I think you sent me this answer.
Yes.
Is it the one about the cereal bowl?
Yes.
Yeah. So you said here, to make a cereal ball, you need, wait, let me see if I can copy it. To make a cereal ball, you need the following ingredients. Honey, peanut butter, cereal, and some chocolate if you like. First, you put cereal, peanut butter, honey, and chocolate into a big bowl. Secondly, you need to mix them perfectly. Third, you make them into little balls. Then you put them in the refrigerator. Finally, you can enjoy it whenever you want. Okay, good. Yeah, that's perfect. That is a process paragraph. And you have all the sequence words there. Good. Okay, I think that's perfect. So we can get this out of the way, right? Okay, so now we're done with the process paragraph and the imperatives. And now we can start on a new kind of writing, and it's the narrative. Okay, so let's see this example. Can you read this part before we look at our paragraph?
Yes. Can you remember a time when you had a strong feeling about something? Perhaps you were happy or sad or angry. In the narrative paragraph on the next page, the writer tells about a day when he was afraid. This emotion was strong that he remembered many details about the event when through it took even through it took place many years ago. Read the paragraph and answer the question that follows.
Okay. All right, Kylie. Kylie, when you read a paragraph, I want you to put intonation into your reading. If you fix your tone, if you fix your tone and your accent, your listener will understand what you say. Okay, so you need to fix your tone. I'll give you an example. So I'll give you an example, okay? So I want you to repeat after me. I want you to try and copy my intonation, okay? Can you do that?
Oh,
Okay, let's try
yes.
this one. Can you remember a time when you had a strong feeling about something?
Can you remember a time when you had a strong feeling about something?
Yeah, but you read it like this. You said, can you remember a time when you had a strong feeling about something? Do you see the difference? You have a question mark here, which means your voice must go up because it's a question. So if your voice doesn't go up, your listener will not understand that you're trying to ask a question. Okay, so you have to copy my voice. Can you remember a time when you had a strong feeling about something? Can you
Can you
go ahead?
can you remember a time when you had a strong feeling about something?
Okay, yeah, that's better. When you say it like that, then I know that you're asking me a question because your voice went up at the end. Okay, you have to say it like that because that's part of speaking in English. So the next one is perhaps you were happy or sad or angry. Perhaps you were happy or sad or angry. Okay, so you have to change the tone. Perhaps you were happy or sad or angry. Okay, say it.
Perhaps you are happy or sad or angry.
Okay, better. So here we have a comma here. So when you see a comma, you have to stop. Okay, you have to stop for a very short while. In the narrative paragraph on the next page, the writer tells about a day when he was afraid. Okay, listen carefully so you can copy me. In the narrative paragraph on the okay, again, in the narrative paragraph on the next page, The writer tells about a day when he was afraid.
In the narrative paragraph on the next page, the writer tells about the day when he was afraid.
Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better, really. When you change your intonation, your listener will understand what you're trying to say, especially if you're telling a story. Okay, so you should read it like that. Okay, next. This emotion was so strong that he remembers many details about the event, even though it took place many years ago. This emotion was so strong that he remembers many details about the event, even though it took place many years ago. Okay, your turn.
This emotion was so strong that he remembers many details about the event, even though it took place from it took place many years ago.
You can you read this again? Can you say even though?
Even though,
Very good.
even though
Yeah, don't
it
just say
took,
reh. Go ahead.
even though it took place in many years ago.
All right, good. You have to say though. Don't just say the, but because it sounds different. You must say though. Okay, read the paragraph, answer the questions below. So let's read the paragraph. This is the story of his first flight. Try to put some intonation in it. Okay? Okay, can you read it?
Also, the first time I flew on a plane was many years
Okay,
ago.
Kylie, always read the title before you
Oh,
read the paragraph. Okay.
oh, my first flight. Also, the first time I flew on a plane was many years ago. I can still remember how afraid I was that day. All my life, I had wondered what it would be like to fly in an airplane. Finally, in March of 1990, I boarded my first flight. I flew from New Orleans, Louisiana to Managua, Nicaragua on Danza Airlines. It was a Boeing 727 jet. There were 3 seats on each side of the aisle.
Aisle.
I, aisle. It was sort of crowded, and this only made me more nervous. Even every time we hit a little turbulence, many hands turned white. It was I was so nervous during the entire flight that I did not eat the meal they gave me. I would not even go to the bathroom. I cannot tell how relieved I was when the plane finally landed at our destination. Since then, I have been on over 100 flights, but I can still remember many small details of my first airplane flight.
Okay, good. All right. I'm going to highlight some words and I want you to read them again. Okay? Can you say this? Although.
Although,
Yeah, don't forget the O at the end of the word. Just like though, you also say although. Okay? Although. All right, let's try this one. Can you say New Orleans?
New Orleans,
Very good. New Orleans. Managua.
Managua,
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Boeing 727.
Boeing 727.
Yes. Okay. This one. Turbulence.
Turbulence.
Right? Okay, good. So let's talk about what happened to this person. What is his story about?
First flight.
Yes, it was about his first flight. Where did he go?
Go to Managua,
Yeah,
Nicaragua.
okay. You have to answer in the past tense.
He went
Yeah, he went to Nicaragua, right? But where was he coming from?
from New from he was from he was coming from New Orleans,
Good. He was coming
Louisiana.
from, yes, Louisiana. He was coming from New Orleans. Well, where is New Orleans? Do you know?
No,
It's in America. It's in the United States. Okay? Louisiana is in the United States. So maybe we can assume he's an American. How about Nicaragua? Do you know where it is?
no,
No. Let's look at the let's look at the map in your book. I think your book had a map, right? It had a map of what was it? Oh, here. Do you think Nicaragua is in this map?
no.
Let's expand it a bit. 125%. So we can see Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, and Argentina. Okay, Nicaragua is not here. Therefore, Nicaragua is not in South America. I think it is in Central America.
Yes,
Yeah, it's in Central America. Okay. So, all right. And how did he feel about his first flight? Was he happy about it or not?
not.
How did he feel about it?
He feels nervous.
Yeah. You should always answer in what tense of the verb.
Past.
Yes, past tense. Because you're talking about a story that is already finished. So your answer should be in the past tense. So he felt nervous about it. Well, why was he nervous? What was the matter?
Be, uh, because he was af- he was afraid about the plane cannot land safely to Nicaragua.
Okay, he was afraid for his safety. Yeah. Well, what other
Yes,
events on the plane made him nervous?
there was a turbulence.
Turbulence. But what is turbulence? Do you know?
Yes, the wind that come very strong that come to the plane.
Okay, yes, it's the wind that hits the plane and makes the plane uh it gives you a bumpy ride. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Have you experienced a lot of turbulence in the past in when you go on a flight?
not a lot, but mm, but
You've
but
experienced it.
yes, and and my mom experienced she experienced big turbulence.
A, a big turbulence, really. And how did you
Yes.
feel? How did you feel when you experienced it? Did you ignore it? Or did you feel nothing? Did you think it was normal or did it make you feel anxious?
Feel anxious. It's like this.
Yeah, it's like being on a roller coaster. Like being on a theme ride. Okay. So how about this author? Was he able to relieve himself in the bathroom during the whole flight?
No, that is impossible.
Yeah. He, See, he flew from America, from Louisiana to Nicaragua. So it was do you think it was a short flight or a long flight?
Long flight.
I think it was a long flight because it's very, very far away. So during that entire time, he wasn't able to go to the bathroom at all. See, that's how frightened he was. So, but anyway, after that, everything was fine. Everything was well and good. It was just the first time that worried him. So, can you think of another story, something that happened to you, which made you feel strongly about that event, just like the story that we read? Can you think of one that you personally experienced?
Mm,
Something that made you feel strong emotion?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? Are you talking about the movie or the books?
No, I'm talking about Universal Studio in America.
Again, can you repeat?
Universal Studio in America.
Oh, Universal Studio. All right. Have you been there?
Yes.
Okay, and tell me, how was the experience like? What did you feel and what happened to you?
Uh, I went it there last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I and I and
I
I
went.
went to the water park and I ride on the ride, rode on the ride,
You went on the
and
ride.
it is yes I went on the ride. It was very scary and excited.
Okay. So Harry Potter was a theme ride in Universal Studios. Is that right? It's the name of the ride. Can you describe
Yes,
it? Can you describe what
yes,
what the ride made you do? Like did it make you fly in the air? What was it about?
yes. You sit in the chair, and the chair moves, and you do this, and you like you like you're it was pretend that you're flying and 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 there's a moving tree that's moving tree that looks like it will hurt you in the head.
Um, oh, okay. It's like a virtual reality ride.
Yes,
It makes use of virtual reality and it makes you feel like you're riding a broomstick in the air,
yes,
like a broomstick. And there will be times when you feel like a tree is going to hit you, right?
yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. Okay, good. So that was one of the most exciting things that you experienced. Okay, so here we have a set of vocabulary words. Let's make that smaller. We have a set of vocabulary words here. To wander, to board an aisle, sort of, the turbulence, to turn entire, be relieved. I want you to make a sentence for each one. For example, I wonder, it means to imagine what something is like. I wonder what it feels like to ride on the Harry Potter ride. I wonder how it feels like because I've never been there before. So, Kylie, can you make a sentence with wonder?
I wonder what I will do when I get my ears pierced.
I wonder what I'll do when I get my,
Ears pierced.
what is that?
Like make a little hole in your ear.
How do you spell it? Can you type it on the screen? You said, I wonder what I'll do when I get my years period. Is that what you said?
No, no, what is that? That.
Oh, your ears pierced. Oh, I see. So you haven't had your ears pierced yet.
Yes,
Okay, that's interesting. When are you planning to have it done?
maybe when I am in sixth grade.
Sixth grade. Next year,
Yes,
you mean? Next year?
yes, next year.
Okay, that's nice. You know, in my country, we get our ears pierced when we're babies. I think,
Yes,
yeah. Is it the same in China?
no, because many schools that let little children to wear earrings and and not even a little
A
one.
little stud. Yeah, they don't
Yes,
allow studs. So when you get your ears pierced, what are you planning to wear? What do you want to wear on your ears?
where
Do you want to wear,
that
yeah?
a stick that you won't make your ears grow.
Won't make your ears grow. Would you like to wear diamonds or pearls or emeralds? Are you interested in diamonds, Kylie?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Kylie, we don't have time anymore, so we will continue with our first flight vocabulary next time. I'm going to ask you to give sample sentences, okay? On our next meeting. Okay?
Okay. What is my homework?
Yeah, that's what I said. So you have to prepare sample sentences for these words because I'm going to ask you to read them out to me. Okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Okay, good job, Kylie. Good night. I'll see you next time. Okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.